who knows. Can we get fire arrows yet? Yes, we can. You can be as liberal as you want with your expenditures here, because we are not actually on limited resources. We will be able to take over a camp for our needs and make some money. Let's try out this true shot. Oh, wait a minute, that's wounding arrow. Never mind. Oh, it's the same thing as in War of the Ring with Legolas. It's true shot. It doesn't have a knockback, but it does have the damage. What did he say? We expanded the building? I don't think so. I think they said that they got more fire. But they do have rank 3 now. We now have access to fire arrows. Those coupled with Ithilien rangers are some of the most ridiculous things you can ever obtain. They hurt like a motherfucker. And in fact, that'll be pretty much the reason why I'm going to be steamrolling through most of the side missions, actually. Because of these arrows. And because of the Ithilien rangers' stats. Because of their improved range and speed, I can just use one big army of rangers to steamroll through missions. Not just one or two, but pretty much all of them. Only occasionally do I find myself in trouble where I need to rebuild my army because it got killed. Any more units? Oh yeah. Swell. Another thing to keep in mind in this mission is that Frodo mustn't die, so just leave him here. He never actually fights in any of the missions as far as I'm concerned. So there's no reason to keep him around. There's no reason to have him fight. Just let him sit this one out. And for Sam, don't worry, he will catch up on levels once we get to a mission where he is more important, where he actually gets the leading role. For now it's not important to level him up because he'll get boosted. That looks like some motherfucking porridge right there, some disgusting porridge. But who could have thought that simple porridges could make some interesting creatures? Well, I suppose it makes more sense than as stupid orcs from Warhammer 40k. Jesus Christ. Orcs are a species of plant people that are reproducing asexually and can wish things into existence if they believe hard enough. Every time people insist that I would like that kind of stuff, I have to tell them that I don't, because it sounds like stupid shit that makes no goddamn sense. How the fuck do you wish something into existence? Just by believing hard enough. It makes no goddamn sense. Oh yeah, just a quick interjection before I continue my bitching about things that nobody cares about. You can actually walk up right in front of that Mumakil and he won't do anything. I don't know why they're there. I suppose the idea is you want to set them on fire so that they start doing all the work for you by destroying all the enemies in front of you. But the thing is, if you have as many as this many archers, or maybe even more, you're not gonna take advantage of that because the fucking thing dies too quickly to catch on fire. I think I've seen it catch on fire before, but you need to have so few archers and so much luck to actually see it. It's a little too ridiculous for me. The thing is, you need to inflict a specific amount of shots on the Mumakil to make it catch on fire. But if you kill it too fast, it will never do that. In this mission it's not that important. It's nice, it can help. But even then it's not that useful, because once the thing catches on fire it starts dying somewhat quickly too. So if it had like a third of its health left, it's not gonna do much to begin with. It's gonna die pretty fucking soon. So overall, it's just not worth it. Oh yeah, you need to go here first to pick up these guys. You get 2 Ithilien Ranger battalions and a catapult, which is really not that useful. I recommend sacrificing it to some enemies, because it just takes up population points. Get that shit out of here. He won't be alive either. Look at that shit. I'm killing it faster than he can catch on fire. How do they expect me to make use of him to be running amok and all that? Are these guys gonna look at my fucking catapult? They're not even looking at my catapult. They just don't care. Well, fuck you too, guys. What a bunch of bullshit. Maybe someone's gonna destroy it. Ah yeah, here we go. Someone's picking a fight with it. About time, seriously. Okay, and here we go. We lost a little bit of not reputation, population. I think catapults use up the least amount of population. Which is a good thing, actually. You want a fair amount of those if you want to actually do damage with them. Because otherwise, you're just not going anywhere. Like that one catapult I had, it doesn't do much. Buildings start fixing themselves faster than I can inflict damage. So, at most, I'm just doing chip damage to them. It's not worth it. Well, at least the citadels. I don't know about the regular buildings. I don't bother checking on that shit. Okay, once you get the destroy the Mordor camp objective, I recommend taking it easy with all your money spending habits, because you're gonna need a bit of money to build up a camp. Getting some money to start your camp shouldn't be a problem, but just make sure not to spend it all right now, because you need that money. Anyway, that camp just barely got built up, so as soon as you get there... well, not as soon. The sooner you get there, that's what I want to say, the better. Hey look guys, trees! Tree huggers probably love this fucking game so much. Well, these trees will be useful to me too, because they not also provide me some armor, but they also provide areas where I can camouflage the units, and also they debuff enemies within that affected area. And you can spread it as long as you feel like waiting for the power to recharge. Takes a bit of time, well okay, a lot of time, to get all of the places you want covered with that grass, but it's worth it. It's nice debuffing slash buffing. I highly approve of it. Yeah, put that shit away, we didn't ask for this. Mordor citadels are just bones with banners. It really makes you wonder how they spawn any heroes out of those. But it doesn't matter. What matters is that we take this place over. But why would we need to take this place over? You might be wondering. Well, that's because we're gonna be attacked soon by another camp, and we're also gonna need to deal with some kind of a convoy from the Haradrim. To prepare for that convoy, however, we do need a camp and a sufficient army to set up an ambush. There you go. we got ourselves a camp.
A convoy from Haradrim will be here soon. Ambush the convoy and see that it doesn't get to its destination.
There you go. The game explained it for you. A convoy from Harad. I'll be needing one of these. And then let's put up some healing fountains.
Quiet. Look for tracks.
Okay. So there are some godly divine spotlights which mark the positions where you should be putting up your units. Make the most out of them and put up your units where they need to be. 2 battalions fit best, but 3 will do as well. Just remember that certain spots here, I think this one in particular, and probably this one too, are not that great. I don't think they were very well thought out, because not only can't you get your units close enough to the edge of the cliff, but also they don't really like shooting from those ledges too. And that's quite annoying actually, because I would hope that they would start shooting, but they just never seem to do that. Anyway, this is also a great opportunity to make some more units and to get some upgrades if you haven't already. Consider doing that as early as you can. The Forbidden Pool is probably the best place to build your units from, because even if they get attacked there, they get the passive special ability of the Forbidden Pool in effect. It heals them as long as they stay next to it. It's like a well that's mixed with an archery range, which is most beneficial. I'm gonna wait till the guys get built first, and then I'm gonna send them to where we need to be. I don't think you need to be super precise about the positioning of the battalions, but you would want them to be as close to the edge as possible, because the idea here is that the convoy of Harad will be approaching from the south and going up north to where the enemy base is. We want to shoot at them while they're moving through, and if you set up your convoy's ambush just right, you can actually destroy all of them, leaving the enemy with practically nothing to look at, which is good. I think I'm gonna move these guys over here. I think they might be useful on that spot too. As you might expect, the Ithilien Rangers cost 20 command points, well, 20 population points if you want to call them like that, per battalion, and that's expected. They're good units, and as such, good units require some kind of detriment to your well-being. In this case, it's difficult to maintain a large army of these guys, so they don't let you have too many. And I think in multiplayer you only get like 150 population points at all, so you only can have so many of these guys. But then again, in multiplayer you're probably gonna focus on a mixed army instead of this shit. Yes, let us scout. For Gondor. For Gondor. Alright, I got enough of these guys, they can move out of the forest. Still got about a minute to kill, so let's just wait. Hey, that is a tent indeed. This tent reminds me, well, these tents in particular actually, remind me of a game called Fire Department, or Fire Chief actually, I think it's called in some areas. I don't know if you guys know of it, it's a Fire Department trilogy from Monte Cristo. It's a developer studio. I don't remember what else they made, but they used to release these kind of simulation games back in the days. The Fire Department trilogy was pretty good. I used to own Fire Chief for some time, and I really liked it. It was pretty fun. It was not entirely a simulation, but rather it was an arcadey-ish simulation. It's like it's like a real-time strategy, but instead of fighting enemies and destroying bases, you're putting out fires and rescuing people. It was pretty cool. And I wish more games would pick up on this idea of a more arcadey fire department simulator style, like a fire department series, trilogy. But anyway, we got ourselves some company. As you can see now, our guys are attacking the convoy as they move along. Except these guys, they never seem to do anything, except in certain positions. Actually, is weird, because they attack enemies that are further away rather than the ones that are closer. Really makes you think. Okay, I hope that's close enough. Let's put up some trees. Muma kills on their own are not particularly useful, but as you can tell, they have platforms for archers to be sitting on top. So they can make for some powerful platforms and siege engines for the rest of your army to be supported by. Oh, look at that. Soldiers of fucking ruin. Yep. You're gonna learn to hate these guys, because they have the armor equivalent of a fucking tank, and they hurt like one too. It's ridiculous. Needless to say, you're most likely gonna lose some units to these guys, if only because it takes a lot of effort to kill them, especially if they're in their packed up formation. I don't know how it's called exactly, but it's a particularly annoying formation where they take a lot less damage. They also move a lot slower as a result of it. It's practically the same deal as in Rome Total War, the Testudo formation. Might remember that. It's the same deal basically, but it hurts a lot more than a typical Testudo. Anyway, once a convoy is destroyed, you can send all of your guys back into the camp, because whoever is gonna bother attacking you at this point will be going directly for the camp. There's no argument about this. Oh, perfect, some upgrades are available. Since we only have Ithilien Rangers, we do not need anything other than banner carriers, because we cannot have any other upgrade besides fire arrows. Oh, son of a bitch! Attack move, please! They're probably gonna get killed, but at least we will take some guys out before they perish, so whatever. These guys should be getting healed too. There's no fast way about this as far as I know. I don't know if you can rush into this camp and blow it up early. I never really tried. But I do know that some other missions later on allow this, and it's just so sad when you see them in action like that. It's just so sad. Hey, look! A giant elephant! For some reason later games called these things oliphants. Like, what the fuck kind of name is that? Just call it a fucking Muma kill, you son of a bitch. What are you doing? Oh, he tried to break the camp wall. Well, aren't you a stupid elephant? Yeah, but seriously, where did that oliphant thing came from? I've never seen any source refer to the Muma kills as such. How about you get in the fucking castle so you can heal up, you bastard? Here we go. That probably didn't buy all the upgrades, but whatever. It needs 600 per unit. Yeah, I didn't buy all the banners. We have reached our command limit. Yes. Ah, look at that wave of orcs dying in front of our gates. Our camps, non-existing gates. There you go, bitch. Have some more tree. What are we doing? That's not how you attack a base. You're supposed to shoot at people. Stupid, stupid orcs. Stupid fat orcs. Anyway, let's get the rest of these bozos out there. Might as well get some more upgrades for them while I'm at it. Kinda sucks that I'm not able to make tons of money yet, but we'll be working on that behind the screens, don't you worry about it. Look out, it's a troll! And he's dead. Well, that was something. I'd be more worried about the fucking Haradrim warriors myself. Oh, look, more elephants. Well, I think I totally give a shit. Oh yeah, you can notice that in some missions, some powers are disabled. That just means that whoever could make use of them is simply not there, so it makes no sense for them to be active. Like this buff for Gandalf. Why would you want this active at this point in time? It's only good for Gandalf. Just makes no sense. Sweet, elephant got killed. And now we get to enjoy the Ithilien Rangers destroying a base from a distance safe enough that the enemy's base towers can't even reach them. I love that. I really love it when that happens. But when they start reaching you, that's a different problem altogether. It's a good idea to make sure to get rid of them as quickly as you can, because those towers really hurt. Sweet, I got the entire loss back. There we go, no more buildings can be built. And a lot less units can be built. Now, if you would please, gentlemen, destroy the tower. Thank you. Seriously, the towers from the base are the single most dangerous threat from the enemy. I don't think the enemies have what it takes to be dangerous. And there you go. That takes care of the Northern Ithilien.
Brave warriors have slain the forces of evil.
Damn right we did. Victorious. Wish I could do this a little faster. Next time, I'll try just attacking the main base a little earlier than usual. I think I could probably do it. So what's next? Ah, sweet, more resources. Well, what's next is choose your own adventure. You can go to places, but not everywhere. For instance, you cannot go to the uncaptured regions of Rohan. Not yet, at least. But you can take a look at some of the regions around here. Now, between the two choices, which one would be the better one? Well, that really depends on your situation. But if you're in my situation, where you have 300 population limit already, just skip out on Caer Andros for now and go for Crossroads. You get more useful stuff from there. Plus 3 power points. Sweet. But since this is a side mission, I will be skipping this one out for the recording, and I'll come back to you later once we get back to the plot significant missions, which in this case will probably be Osgiliath. See you soon.